PowerDirector 16 beginner tutorial. In this video, I'm going to teach you about PowerDirector 16 and the basics if you're a beginner and how you move around. This will get you started. This will get your videos uploaded to YouTube in PowerDirector 16. The very first thing you're going to have to know how to do is how to get your video in this box. You can click File, and then you can go to Import and in Media Files. That's one way to do it, to pull in your video. Or you could click this box right here, click Import Media, and again, Import Media Files here, or Control Q. If I hold down and hit Control Q, the same box pops open. I can now select my videos. If I click and I hold down the Control key, and I can select more than one, and then hit Open. By hitting the Control key and my mouse button, I can select more than one. So now that I have the videos loaded in here, I simply grab them and drag them down to the timeline. It's all I do. Now I'm going to mute this over here. So now I can actually watch my video and see how it's displaying, whether or not I like it or what I don't like. And you'll notice in this video, I'm kind of getting myself in position. So I'm probably not going to want all that in my video. And the video is kind of blurry here. So let's say, for example, I want to remove that section. I would literally pause my video. And then I will go to Split Timeline. That's going to cut the video. I will single click here. I will hit Delete. And I will say Remove and Leave Gap. Now, I could have said, give you a better idea, let's clip it there. And then single click. Hold my Delete. I could say Remove and Fill Gap. And that brings it back to where the timeline is. I can also grab my video and pull it all the way back to the beginning by dragging it. So that way it starts off at the beginning there. You will notice the volume has little yellow marks on the bottom here. That's because it's too high. I obviously had it set wrong inside my camera. So I can put my mouse up here and I will see an arrow up and an arrow down. Hold my mouse button down and now I can crank it up or I can tune it down and get the right level. Hit play, listen to it, whatever. I'm going to move up here where it seems to be a little bit better focused. I'm going to cut it again. I'm going to single click it here, hit the Delete key, and I'm going to remove and fill the gap. And it automatically tightens up itself. Very easy. Very easy. So keep in mind, like I said, we're going File, Import Media to load our videos or images. It's the same thing. So we can have images and video. Now, if I'd like to add some text up here in the corner, we've got some selections here where we can get pretty fancy. I would click the T for text, and then that would bring up this. I could make a new one myself, or I could just drag this one down and say, this is where I want text. Click on this box. I could go to Designer now, or I could double click this box, which will open this. Type inside this box itself. Great video. Heck, even put an arrow. And now I can move it within this box any place I want. I can shrink it. Up here, I can twist it. So I can get pretty fancy inside this box itself if I want to move stuff around. I can change colors, I can change fonts, I can make it bold, I can make it italic. You can get all fancy in here. So that'll add some text in that particular spot. Click on the disk up here to get back to your media room all the time. And now I'm back in the media room. You can also load, like I said, you import media files that are video, pictures, or music. They all load by media, is what they do. If I've got more than one video, I'll cut this here for the heck of it, and I'll delete the back end of it. I've got more videos I've loaded up here in my room. I can grab this one, and you'll notice it has a check mark because this one's already down here. I can grab this video, bring it down, hook it up to the back end of this, and now I've got the two videos connected. Really, really easy. You can get fancy with these other choices here on the left. So I could literally go to the FX room, or I could go to the objects room, and we can play with some of this stuff and really get pretty crazy if we want to do things to it. Or the transition room. So I could add this, for example, to the back end of this video at the end, the first one that I did. And notice it's right on top of the video. And we click this transition room one. I can hit play now, and now it kicks out and loads the next video. You can get pretty fancy with some of this stuff. The best keys you're going to want to remember is Control-Z or Control-Z, depending on which country you live in. Hold down your Control key and hit Control-Z or Z, and it will remove that transition I put in there. And that works in most programs. If you make a mistake, remember Control-Z, Control-Z. Go back here, click on Media Room. We get back to our room here. So we've got a menu system where we're working in here, and we're working down in here. Now we can even go frame by frame with these controls here. So you'll see these buttons right here. I could go one frame at a time by pushing this. So first I'll go like this, and we'll get it playing. And once it's playing, then we can hit our stop button, and then we can literally go one frame at a time, which is pretty awesome. And this is how you edit in PowerDirector 16. It's really, really easy. It's not super hard. It just takes a little bit of playing around. And once you get the basics down, you're pretty much ready to go. The little camera button here, you can take a snapshot of that if you want. And now it'll even show up over here. Now if I want to use that image, I can pull that image down and then use it down here in the timeline if I choose to. If I want. Just make sure whatever you highlight down here is what you'll see with this menu here that changes. Or if I highlight this picture, notice this menu changed again. So whatever you're clicking is what you're editing. So there's a basic tutorial on how to use PowerDirector 16. I hope that gets you up and going and gets you where you need to be when you finally get the hang of this program. Oh, one more thing. In PowerDirector 16 and 15 and other programs, if you click the Produce button at the top, you can literally upload to YouTube, your favorite social media program, instantly. You don't have to do anything. Normally, you'll select Online, then you'll select YouTube, and then depending on whatever format, I usually select Full HD, give it a title, give it a description, give it one tag, pick a category, make sure it's private. Over here, give it a proper name. You don't need to dot whatever, you just need to give it a name. Go down here, hit start. It's going to ask you for your username and password before you log into YouTube, and then it will compile, it will upload to YouTube all in one shot. Now because the video is private, I then go into YouTube and now I add keywords, I tweak my title, I add stuff in my description box, my endings, I add some things inside YouTube. But the majority is done inside PowerDirector 16. I hope you enjoyed this video on actually editing the basics in PowerDirector 16. If you like, hit the subscribe button, or you may wish to watch the other video that's in this box. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.